Welcome everybody. You're here with your man G, back for another episode of Sound Spotlight. Today I'm excited, man, because I have a very, very special guest with me. My brother from another mother, talented speaker, talented saxophonist, talented artist, and above all else, a liberator of the people, Marcano Sax himself in the building.
What's up, man?
Marcano!
Yes, I'm glad to be here finally, man.
Been a long road, man.
Season 2?
Season 2.
It's lit.
We live. So, man, tell the people about you. Tell them where you from, where you went to school, etc.
Okay. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, the Show Me State. I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri, went to Rockhurst High School in KC, and then graduated from there to go on to Howard University in Washington, D.C., where I became a proud Bison and a member of the illustrious Howard University.
Wow. Wow. So let's talk about Howard, right?
Yeah.
That's your root. I mean, from KC, right?
Yeah.
But Howard was, we became a man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What was that experience like?
Man, Howard. Well, interesting thing about Howard is I didn't visit Howard before I went to Howard. That's a crazy thing. And so I actually fell in love with the environment of Washington, D.C., the culture of Washington, D.C., prior to stepping foot on the actual campus. And then once I did start attending Howard, and the culture of Howard and who and what Howard is to the community in D.C.,
Facts.
talking about the nation's capital, it all aligned, why I was meant to be there and how amazing Howard is of a school, you know what I mean?
Facts. Why Howard?
That's where the president is, right? In Washington, D.C. So that energy, that aesthetic as far as leadership, prominence, that exists on Howard's campus. We're walking around the future leaders and change makers of the world. We're walking around with them on Howard's campus. I go around and I'm meeting other entrepreneurs, other people that are passionate about purpose the same way I am, and they're of color, and it's like, what is this? So
wow.
That changed my life. Amazing network I was able to establish from Howard University, and then just kind of got my spirit ready for the world.
Lit. So you were there during the Obama era.
I was there during the Obama era.
And that leadership reverberated down through the city,
100%,
to the campus. And that led you to start your own organization.
Man, for sure.
Erase the Hate.
Erase the hate.
Tell us about the foundation, how it came together, and the vision.
Well, Marcano Sax, right? So we talked about the music in a little bit, but as an artist, as a creative, I wanted to have something that I could stand on that meant something. At the time, there was World Star Hip Hop. It was really popping off. I grew up in the BET era where there's music videos that were a representation of black culture. And then to transition into this internet age where you have World Star, like a lot of fights, a lot of negative content that represented black people that was put on the media. I didn't want my video to just pop up on there amongst a bunch of fights. I needed somewhere where Marcano Sax music and media can live that says, okay, this is something different. This is something that's going to put the people into a positive light.
Uplifting.
Yes, sir. I
like that. So, Erase the Hate. That was
Erase
how
the
it started.
Hate. Yeah, man. I actually, that's how Erase the Hate started. When I was in Kansas City, I was actually a radio personality at age 15. So that was when I really started getting into the media, entertainment industry, and then studied communications at Howard. Began Erase the Hate, where we were just kind of blogging and doing videos and really just about the community. And this whole time I literally didn't understand and was trying to find an understanding for why I was doing it. I just knew that it was important to me to create this platform, right? I was one of the first people to actually have a website. Websites were a new thing back in that time, Not everybody had a website. So again, I didn't understand exactly what I was creating. And here we're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary right now of Erase the Hate, and I can confidently say that the journey that has been Erase the Hate over 10 years. I've worked with you, whether it be audio, we're creating, whether we're putting on the show and it's music. It's always been socially responsible media. So now I can take all the experiences that I've been through over 10 years and realize, you've been pouring literally big buckets, right, into this media company from day one.
And it's fire. Like, it's culturally relevant. It's fire. That's what, always keeps a new wave of racists coming into the business.
Absolutely.
Powerful platform, powerful message. and then it grew to be a nonprofit now.
Yes, man. Yes.
Talk about that.
Social enterprise was like my claim to fame when we started Erase the Hate, because that was around the same time like Toms came out, Livestrong bands. I worked at the sneaker store. They were selling Livestrong bands for $1. You buy them at the sneaker store, you're paying cash for them, but the money goes to helping other people and you get a product. Okay, that's social. That's social enterprise, right? It's a not-for-profit business model, but you're selling a product, right? So I really lived in this social enterprise mindset for some time until more recently I'm understanding that, you know, the resources that I want to have access to continue to do work in the community don't always have to come from my back pocket, right? Operating as a not-for-profit gives me access to government funding for people to actually say, I just want to donate to you. I don't want to buy a t-shirt all the time. I just want to give to what you're doing.
Do your thing. I support the cause.
Exactly, man. So yes, we are now in 2021 moving as a not-for-profit media company. And then thank you, bro. And on top of that, we have programs, as you know, Entrepreneur, that we have designed that, again, we're funding these things on our own. Now we can continue to pour back into the community and create content. But when you do content with Erase the Hate now, you know that working with this organization, you're directly impacting your community and can impact yourself, man. You can uplift your media. You can make yourself look better with media, and at the same time be helping the young people that might be editing these future videos that we're doing right now. You feel me?
Future creators. So where can somebody donate right now today?
Right now you can donate on erasethehate.com and click donate, and we have 5 tiers where you can donate from all the way to sponsoring a student individually to sponsoring a program that we're gonna do right now. So
amazing. How you spell erase?
ERACETHATE.com. Erase with a C. So it stemmed from the word eracism. So we actually started off as a clothing line. I'm like, man, I'm not into clothes. I just want to shoot the videos. I want to do the media, right? So we started off with this eracism clothing line, eradicating not just racism but isms, getting rid of the hate, and then Erase the Hate came from that, and then the rest is history.
So man, we got Erase the Hate, racism, right? Entrepreneur,
yes.
Live in peace.
Live in peace.
Live in peace. So it's branched off to really support the community. And let's talk about Life of Great Poupon, right? Because that was the seed.
Right.
And now it's grown. It's harvest season. So let's talk about the album, man.
The album. I
just caught some new J's from the sneaker stuff.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. The Life of Great Poupon. Right now, for those of you that are watching this, you're getting exclusive access to check this out, MarcanoSax.com, where I'm giving you an inside look on the journey of me in this music thing. But what this is, man, is I have documented my journey musically with Erase the Hate as a man, as a father, right? And I wanted to do this in a way, again, like with Erase the Hate, along with Erase the Hate, where it's gonna uplift, right? So socially conscious music, socially responsible music, also stuff that's gonna be something you can knock in your car and have a good time to, right? But the Life of Great Poupon, man, it's just that, something I wanted to be somebody related to folk one time for me. Say you're like a folk artist, where folk music started out as really just telling the tale of what was happening, you know, whether it would be with the slaves or, you know, different types of folk music. I don't really listen to a lot of folk music, but from my understanding, it was telling a story, literally like almost like a journal account of your life. So, you know, I'm sure that other artists are inspired by life events, and then that's how they make their music. But my life is literally, you trying to figure out what happened with Marcano Sax or Lyndon Gray, you know, 100 years from now, just turn on the album and be like,
I feel like that's how the best artists honestly succeed, is like the storytelling, the art of storytelling. That's not specific to one genre or even a culture.
Right.
Like before we were recording, sitting around the fire with the drum circle, it was tales being told. So you draw a lot of comparisons to, you know, Tupac. That's a pretty dope comparison, you know what I'm saying? Man of the people, and really put his soul into his music. So that's fire. Where can they get the album? Because I know it's not.
MarcanoSax.com.
That's it.
MarcanoSax.com. And if you when you see this video, check and see if it's out there. It should still be there. You know what I mean? That is the unauthorized, authentic version of the album. You seen this journey with me with this music, and I'm doing shows and people are like, I want to hear it. Say, all right, I'm gonna give y'all something y'all can listen to right now. I'm gonna give you the album if you're really following, watching this interview, getting an opportunity to get to know me better. Check out the album on MarcanoSax.com, and those that purchase it are in addition, they're purchasing access to the journey.
Yes,
right? So you buy the album, and then updates that come on the album, new video releases that come out, exclusive content, all that comes with just your purchase of the album or whatever you can grab from. Yes, it's
I love investment. It. So this is great music,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Oh man, from track to track, being that I saw the whole process of you building it, it's like, man, this guy pulled the elements from everywhere. So it's definitely a unique experience, and I wouldn't limit it to just hip hop.
No, not at all.
It's far beyond. This is definitely community music. So man, men of the people, that's how we connected.
Right.
Let's talk about fatherhood in the community. The father of this beautiful baby girl calls me Uncle G. I'm excited every time I see her. What has that done for you, bro, on the inside? Having somebody else you got to provide for now. And you kind of see the world different. You was already a mentor, right? But now, this one is yours, right?
She's going to see this video, right? She might shed a tear depending on the time that she watches it, when she watches it. Fatherhood, life, right, is about legacy, purpose, and having a child just kind of puts the battery pack in there. Like, wait a second. Every day I wake up, I have a 5-year-old right now that's looking at me to see how I'm going to play out today, how I'm going to play out tomorrow, and the day after that. And it's literally up to me to narrate the beginning and the end, right? And everything in between that. Your emotions, how I respond to her, how she perceives me. They say communication works in 6 different ways, right? Don't have to dive into all that, but there's so many different ways of how just anything is communicated. And having a child has put me in a position to where I can practice that or understand that with her, because she's somebody that's looking at me all the time. Then you can understand how everybody else outside of you, right, is your friends, people that care about you. It's a similar concept, right? You create experiences for everybody around you, especially a seed. Most importantly, a seed. But everybody around you is an experience of life, right? When my day comes where I'm not here anymore, I have nothing but the experiences that I was able to provide for the people around me that they're gonna be able to look at. You know what I mean? And say, okay, when he was angry, this is how he dealt with anger. When he was sad, this is how he dealt with sadness. Right. When he was happy, this is how they celebrated. People, men like him, this is how they celebrated, right? And so that's what the beauty of being a father, and like I said, more importantly, a man of the community. Right, that's the beauty of that for me now. You know what I mean? I really get to live every day knowing that, I have a picture to paint, or I have a picture to continue to add to. You know what I mean?
100%, man. And it started with the mentorship, but now it's like you're their mentor full time. It's a shift of mine. So I've even seen the growth in how you're able to take that from your household to inspire other people. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a gem. It matters how the youth perceive you. Mm-hmm. You're no longer living for yourself. You don't even have to be a parent to make that shift, right? It matters how the generation behind us, 2 generations behind us, perceive us, right? We cannot fail them. We have an obligation to execute, right? For them to see it, for us to see it through, so they understand what it looks like for somebody to persevere and succeed.
Can I add on to that?
Absolutely.
Right now, I gotta say, we're speaking about purpose and pointing to you. We're actually here at Koinonia Worship Center and Village, where we actually together worked on this production here, man. And I take something that I got from one of the sermons from Pastor Jones here with me all the time, and that is, if you don't have purpose, right? And I use this word purpose to align with what you were just saying, as far as it's our duty to create this perception, right? Or to understand how the world receives our energy, right? That's purpose, bro. That's purpose. And if you don't find that purpose, right, then you're lost. You're literally lost. So it's okay to be lost. But
For a little bit.
Get found.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
definitely.
And until you're found, that's what as a man now I can really understand that I am moving in a certain direction because I have purpose, right? And that's so major, you know. So whether you know, I'm not pushing that in any religious direction specifically, right? But understanding your purpose is when you find life.
So how do you suggest someone finds their purpose?
How do you find your purpose? Your purpose is in your passion. When you wake up in the morning, you have thoughts that go through your mind.
Yeah.
You have things that you want to do. The things that you want to do that you know I shouldn't do. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But this is what I know I should do, right? We know right, wrong. We know what we want as well. So as a human being, you know, explore these things. Find out what you like. Don't feel anything like there's anything wrong with you exploring all aspects of your life. You see what I'm saying?
Get to know yourself.
Get to know yourself. Have fun. Have fun.
See what you
do
enjoy.
Work.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Work. Apply pressure.
Mind, body, and spirit. Learn, right? Teach yourself. Knowledge is also power, right? And while you're fueling, putting more gas into the tank, you know what I mean? Fun, right? Physical, taking care of yourself, you know, and then also putting education into yourself. You'll find out where your mind drifts to. Definitely. When your mind goes those directions, go.
Pursue it.
Push the gas and go.
Don't be afraid. It's a light that went off for a reason. Absolutely. And
I can wholeheartedly tell you that with Erase the Hate, when that light comes on, you're gonna have to find different ways to make sure that light stays on. Definitely. You know what I mean? So don't think that once the light comes on, it's just gonna stay on forever.
Right.
You gotta remind yourself of what that passion is, and really go at it. You know what I mean?
Reinforce that dam, make the building stronger, the foundation stronger. There's so many different ways we can put that, but that's staying consistent.
All the time.
Staying consistent.
Check yourself every day. I press the reset button. Each day's a new day, so I never have to regret nothing.
So let's talk about entrepreneurship. How long you been in business for yourself?
Been in business for myself for 10 years.
10 plus. It should be 10 plus.
Man, I had a lemonade stand when I was like 7.
Right, so forever, right? Always had that mind. And there's a lot of people watching this.
Yeah.
Got that mind. So
yeah.
Any advice for the young entrepreneur, somebody, maybe they just left Howard, right? Maybe they just leaving Full Sail.
Right.
And they're like, how do I bring my ideas to market?
I'm gonna give y'all some real, like I'm gonna give you anything on the surface when I talk about entrepreneurship because it's an ongoing learning process too, right?
Definitely.
I want to give them the sauce, right? When we talk about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is business. There's passion, there's purpose. It's definitely want to have all those things involved in entrepreneurship, but you asked me a specific question, right? And when I was 7, when I was 12, when I was 15, and all these different business models and ideas and things that I came up with, right? They had passion, and I believe they had purpose. But what's very important with entrepreneurship is the business, the money. Understand money. Now, the faster you can start getting excited about money and your finances, the more you're going to be able to explore your passion and your purpose. Right. Because nobody wants to be broke. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's a part of your purpose to be able to sustain who you are as a person. So, definitely there's nothing wrong with fueling your business ideas with passion and say I love to do this, but you're gonna need to have money to do it, right? You're gonna need to know that you can enjoy it, and fun is not free.
Yep.
Right? So understanding your money, counting your money, and appreciating it, right? Don't just I made $100 a lemonade stand, blow it. Like, it's yours. Appreciate it. Understand it. Invest it. Put it towards use. And that's the best advice I can give any entrepreneur. You know, and again, this is still a long, ongoing process to understand money and how small the world is, bro. You know, we talk about real estate. We talk about, we can talk about investing. The world gets smaller and smaller when you realize, especially from an entrepreneurial standpoint, how important money is.
That's beautiful. And there's a phrase, pay the cost to be the boss. A lot of people might want to go in business for themselves and be entrepreneurs, but you got to pay for that, right? So, some people are better twos, B's, you know what I'm saying? Steve Ballmer, perfect example. Kyrie Irving, perfect example. But then you got the boss, not to say don't pursue being an entrepreneur, but understand that there's a price to pay. You might not always see your money back. You're going to put money into other people that don't work out. The boss puts his money up, you know what I'm saying? So that's a real thing. That's solid advice because, you know, the youth we mentor are going to watch the series. For sure. And that's the series about bringing value. And I know you guys got some value today. So, my brother, let them know where they can reach you on social media. Remind them where to get the album, the merch. There's so many things so many ways they can get involved. So let the people know.
Absolutely. Marcano Sax, Marcano Sax, SAX, on Instagram, and then MarcanoSax.com for the album. I'm Marcano Sax on Twitter as well. I'm not on Twitter too much. Erase the Hate, EraceTheHate.com to find out about how to get involved with Erase the Hate, to get your media on Erase the Hate, to be a part of our entrepreneur program, and just get involved in anything that you see me doing, us doing. You can check that out on EraseTheHate.com too.
Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another episode of Sound Spotlight Season 2. We're going up. So guys, go ahead and rewind. You got some gems to pick up. Get your pen and your pads ready. We got experience in this series. Guys, make sure you guys tap in with Marcano Sax. I'm gonna make it simple. Google him. One love, y'all. Stay tuned for the next episode.